Hi guys, a few people have been asking me how my watermelons are doing and asking me for watermelon updates, so I'm going to go ahead and try to do that today. My watermelons are at various stages of development. Some of them are big and some of them are still really small. I try really hard not to stomp all over my watermelon patch, so we're just going to kind of go around the edge of the patch and see what we can see. The first watermelon we're going to have a look at is Royal Golden. This is probably the biggest watermelon I have right now. It's a pretty good size. I don't know if you guys can see that. When this variety is fully ripe, the rind turns yellow, and it looks like it's in the process of doing that right now. And not only is the rind turning yellow, the leaves of this watermelon plant are turning yellow as well. At first I thought there was something wrong with the plant, but that is not the case. I did some research and this variety does get yellow leaves as the fruits ripen up. Usually I'm not able to pick any ripe watermelons until August, but I think that I am going to be able to pick this one sometime in July. This one is Desert King. This watermelon has a very light green rind, which is really nice. You don't have to worry about sunburning as much on varieties that have a very light rind. The very dark green varieties do tend to get sunburn if they're not getting a whole lot of shade from the watermelon leaves. And there's another Royal Golden hiding right underneath those leaves. This one is Cleckley Sweet. I have two of these, and both of them have a bottleneck like this, where it's skinnier towards this end where it's connected to the vine. Some people say that you should cull any watermelons that have a bottleneck, but I have picked a few bottlenecked watermelons that tasted just fine. They tasted just like watermelon. I've read that improper pollination can cause a bottleneck, but I also know that some varieties are just more prone to bottlenecking. I'm leaving both of these on the vine. The next variety is Congo. This is still a pretty small watermelon, but it's been growing really fast. Just a couple of days ago, it was tiny. The next watermelon we're going to look at is Alibaba. This is always a really good watermelon variety for me. The plant is always strong right out of the gate. It's usually the first variety to get pollinated by bees. It always grows really nice and really fast, and I'm happy with it. Overall, it's a good watermelon. This round watermelon is a Dixie Queen, and it's growing very nicely. Here's another watermelon growing. I believe that this is a watermelon from the volunteer plant that came up in my garden. If you notice down here at the end, it's a little bit deformed. Sometimes this can be a problem. I've had watermelons that are deformed like this at the end turn out good, and I've also had some turn out bad. I'm just gonna let this one grow. Sometimes when they weren't properly pollinated, the plant will just abort that particular watermelon. It'll start rotting. So we'll see what this one does. Here's another little watermelon. I think it's the same variety as the last one that I showed you. This looks like another Dixie Queen watermelon. And that's going to be all for this update. I do know of a couple more small watermelons that are in there, but like I said before, guys, I'm not going to stomp my watermelon vines to get to them just to get a shot of them. And hopefully there's a couple more hiding in there somewhere that I haven't seen. It's always really fun when you think you've seen all the watermelons that you have grown in your patch, and all of a sudden there's a big old watermelon in there hiding in the middle somewhere. That's it for this video. Let me know how your watermelons are doing down in the comments. Thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye.